Alrighty guys, and welcome back to a brand new video, and today we are doing a new look Toronto Raptors rebuild in NBA 2K25. So the Raptors haven't done much in the offseason, but I think we can probably all agree that their offseason is probably done at this point. They have 15 players on their team, and they haven't been in much trade rumors for me to not do this video, and I'm pretty sure their roster's set at this point, obviously. But they had made some moves prior to the offseason, like, trading for Brandon Ingram. Brandon Ingram didn't play a single game, didn't play a single minute with the Toronto Raptors, but Ingram is a great player, and he'll definitely be a good piece for this Raptors team. Good rebounder, underrated passing, in my opinion. Just a good player as well, and obviously a great scorer as well. They always saw Scotty Barnes quickly. Now, quickly's contract is controversial, but did have a pretty good season. We could obviously we could take that. Then still got RJ Barrett. He was in some trade rumors, but he ended up never getting traded. So it looks like what they're banking on is for Brandon Ingram and for him to get a lot healthier, because the East is definitely not at its best this year. So the Raptors could definitely make some noise. But they did obviously make some moves. They went ahead and drafted Colin Murray Boyles with the ninth overall pick in the NBA draft, and they went ahead and signed Elijah Martin in the second round, which he's actually drafted Elijah Martin, but he's actually on a two-way contract, so I'll have to fix that really quickly. Then they got Chucky, Humpburn, obviously that name, and then they got Chomsky still from last year in a two-way, and they already signed Garrett Temple. This is a nice veteran piece, obviously, but we're gonna have to go straight to player progression. I said, and then they cut Colin Castleton recently, so I don't know if that's a move that they're gonna make something, but I think that was the final move. I don't know. But yeah, Scotty Barnes going up 2 overalls, RJ Barrett going up, Jakob Poeltl going up, Grady Dick going up, Jacoby Walter, Mogbo, Abaji, Shed, and then we got Jamison Battle going up, and then Chucky, and then Chomsky. But I'm going to go ahead and put Elijah Martin in a two-way contract, and I'll see you guys in the rotation. Power ranking lands us 17th, so we're going to take a look at the system proficiency, running a balanced system. That's going to be the best for what we're running. We can keep it as a balanced system. But the rotation heading into this season is Emmanuel Quickly, Grady Dick, Scotty Barnes, or Brandon Ingram, Scotty Barnes, Jakob Poeltl, RJ Barrett, Jacoby Walter, Sandro. Oh, I forgot they signed him in free agency too. Forgot about that. Signed him to a 2-year deal. So yeah, I guess that's the signing they did. Jonathan Mogbo and Jamal Shed and then El Shad by 111-minute rotation, which is interesting. I do want to get Colin Murray Bowles in the rotation. I do want to play him. So I don't know how we are gonna play him though. Do we go ahead and kick out Abaji, Shed, or Mogbo to get him minutes? I really don't know. I mean, Abaji had a good season for them last year, so I suppose he'll be in the rotation. Jamal Shed is their backup point guard, so I suppose him to be in it too. And then maybe it's Jonathan Mogbo. I mean, he was in the rotation last year for them. He was the first pick in the second round. So obviously has some value. So I don't know. Maybe he doesn't play as rookie year, but I do want to get him in somehow. And I think we are going to play over Jonathan Mogbo, which sucks, but he just seems like the odd man out at this point. So we'll play Colin Murray Boyles. And then I'm going to go ahead and start RJ Barrett somehow. I think we're going to play him at the 2. So yeah, we're gonna start RJ Barrett and then I'll move Grady Dick to the bench. But I think we're fine like that. So this team is honestly, not the best constructed team, but have a bunch of wings on their team that are not obviously number one options. But we'll see how this goes. I might see you guys at the trade deadline. It depends, but I'm also going to see you guys at the end of the season. At the end of the season, Nikola Jokic wins the MVP. Cooper Flag is the Rookie of the Year. Sixth man going to Isaiah Collier. Defensive player going to Victor Wembanyama. We're going to Miles Kita. Clutch player goes to Devin Booker. Coach, you're going to Chris Finch. Nathan Mack is your executive. Here's your All-NBA first team, All-NBA second team, and All-NBA third team. We finished off as the number 5th seed in the Eastern Conference. It was good because we obviously missed the playoffs last year. This time we are in it with a 47-35 record. So the East was all right. I guess it wasn't that great because 30-52 got you the 10th seed, which in the West, that would honestly, that would get you one of the worst records in the league. So I guess it was actually kind of mid if the Nets got in. So, but Nets might make some noise. Cameron Thomas, I don't think he's going to resign. Apparently, the Nets have paid him $14 million, and I'm guessing Quentin Grimes and Josh Giddey have been getting similar numbers like that. So it just sucks for restricted free agents because the team has all the leverage in the world. They're restricted. So say if a team does random team does some type of crazy offer, they literally can just match it, and it sucks, man, for the restricted free agents. I do feel for them, but we had 16 from Ingram, so we don't have like a legitimate number one option. So 16, 15, 15 from Scotty Barnes. That might be because of shot tendencies though, but all around it was a pretty good season. So by the way, I have to check this. How was our defense and offense? So points per game wise, we were in the league points per game wise. So yeah, offense wasn't too great. We saw we're 17th, which isn't bad, but I would love that to be a lot better. What about our defense? So points allowed per game when we top. No, our defense was actually a problem. I'm glad we brought in Colin Murray Boyles because he obviously a good defender, but we have work to do on both sides of the ball. I'm gonna shrink my rotation down though to like a 9-man rotation. I'm gonna shrink this bench rotation down. So I want to see if we can go ahead and possibly win a championship this year. So we got Cleveland in round one. They have Garland, Mitchell, Hunter, Mobley. This will be a tough team to beat, but it'll be cool if we do. Game one, they're gonna take. Game two, we evened it up. Game three, we're up 2-1. They evened up 2-2. We're up 3-2, and we're actually gonna advance to the second round. So we beat the Cleveland Cavaliers. Now we got the one-seeded New York Knicks, which is gonna be hard, obviously. But Brunson, McHale, OG, Hart, Cat, Robinson, McBride. This team has definitely got better, adding Yabusele, Clarkson, and they also signed Chris Boucher, which is something they haven't done in real life. But in 2K, they think they're going to sign Chris Boucher. So, I mean, we'll see. Game one, they're going to take. Game two, we ended up. Game three, we're up 2-1. Do no way. We're up 3-1. Okay, they're going to come back now 3-1. No, we're not. We're going to beat them at 6. What is going on? Okay, we've beaten Cleveland, New York, and I think the final team to be here in the West would probably be Atlanta. Here they are. So Trae Young, Dyson Daniels, Jesus Shea Johnson, Porzingis. This is a great team, obviously. They just recently signed Caleb Houston a couple weeks ago, too. So we'll see what happens. Game one, we're going to take. Game two, we're going to take. Game three, they're going to take. Game four, they're going to eat this back up, and they're going to win 4 straight games on us. Oh, never mind, I'm going to force game 7. Okay. So game 7 goes to the finals. This is crazy. I did not expect this team to be this good. And I would be even crazy if we made this the finals and maybe competed with the West. But so far, it's looking like we're going to lose this one. But I had to say, bro, the future is really nice. I ain't gonna lie. The Hawks are just a better team, which I do understand. I don't know if we're beating Dallas, but Dallas obviously overpowered in 2K. But man, I'm really excited about this future because right now we're have a really good team on our hands. So Garrett Temple's going to retire. I don't think Paul George will actually leave that much money on the table. So, but I guess if he did, he did. Is there any overrides need to do? I mean, a lot of guys are just retiring, so I guess I'll just leave it. Heading into the draft lottery, though, we are projected. Oh, we don't even have a first round pick. We made the play. We're in the conference finals. So Washington gets 1. Sacramento gets 2. I have no clue what Sacramento is doing. They signed Schroeder, which I guess, and they're about to sign Westbrook, but they want to trade Devin Carter or Malik Monk before bringing in Russell Westbrook, which is just so much things wrong with that. We have the 19th pick in the draft in a couple seconds, so we can obviously see, what we can draft with that. Probably a lot of things we could do, but I think I'm gonna just draft with it so we can keep adding young players to this team, or we can go all in. But I think we run this thing back. I mean, we made it far. I think we make a move at the deadline. I think we evaluate what we need. We could just make a win now, move now. But I'm gonna draft this 19th pick. We're an expensive roster. We're paying a lot of guys. Whole starting five is making big money. So, like I said, and Gritty Dick will eventually become a free agent. Walters, we definitely need to draft at the pick. So. The bands that goes to the Wizards, but got Isaiah Evans on the board. He has like Hall of Fame potential, so I think that might be the pick. Braden Burries is here too, so we need to take Isaiah Evans or Braden Burries, and I guess so Isaiah Evans would be the better pick now. So welcome to the team. Then Malachi Marino, we're gonna take him, and then with our other second, we got Coen Carter. I actually seen him develop really nicely before, so maybe become something for us. So. I'll actually two-way him, though, and I'll accept him. Can't two-way him. I would just sign him. All right, Jay Dick will accept. Walter, Mogbo, Shed, and Jameson Battle will accept. I could have declined Mogbo, but I'm actually going to extend Elijah Martin. I'd love to get him back on a second two-way, but we'll see. So heading into free agency, obviously know how to play Luka Money. Abaji's a free agent. But all right, what do we got? So we got Quickly Shed, RJ Barrett, Grady Dick, Jacoby Walters. So I think I'm gonna go ahead and move Grady Dick to small forward right now. So it'll be 83 overall small forward. We're gonna leave it like that. And then We'll go ahead and fix this signature. So we have Quickly Shed, Barrett Walter, we have Aaron Ingram, Grady Dick, and then we have Jamison Battle, Isaiah extra depth. Barnes, Mogbo, Colin Boyles will be the backup power forward this year. I'm guessing he'll develop over Mogbo. Then we have a full rotation. A lot of sets. We can just run this thing. I'm gonna wait to the deadline to make a move. Sadly, I won't be bringing back Ochai Abaji at this point, but I'd love to get Elijah Martin back in the 2, and maybe even Chomchi too. So, let's get Elijah Martin back first. So, Elijah Martin, I really like his game, and then Chomchi. I really don't know how to spell the name, but I'm just gonna put yeah. So is this a C? Wait, oh, gotta get rid of the first name. Okay, Chomchi. Where are you at? Okay, Ulrich Chomchi is not gonna accept another 2-way contract. All right, we'll just sign Elijah Martin then. Elijah Martin, then we'll head straight to player progression. And there is a move. This guy I'm targeting at the trade line. I just don't know if he'll be available for a trade. We got Scotty Barnes, RJ Barrett. I'm looking to get maybe I like Quickly, but I feel like Quickly off the bench makes more sense. But does it though? I mean, he's making starting level money. It'll be weird, but I think we find a way to maybe trade him in quickly at the trading line. Gritty Dick, Bobby Walter, Mogbo, Shed, Colin Boyles, and then a bunch of guys developing. Elijah Martin up to 72. Maybe he becomes something for us for the future. And then we have about 15 players in the roster. We're good to go. See you guys at the end, or I mean in the rotation, because I have to do that first. So, all right, let's now draft class, and I'll see you guys on there. I'm really excited to see how this season goes as well. I definitely think we'll be a really good team once again. We're stopping the trade line. I'm going to make a move first of all. So quickly, Barrett, Ingram, Barnes, Pirtle, Grady Dick, Jacoby Walter. So now, I mean, last we're going to go. So do we want to go ahead and play Mogbo at center? Would he go up or down at center? He would actually see the same. So Jonathan Mogbo is going to be the backup center, 6'9". We want to play him over Sandro. Sandro's like a stretch big, so I mean, it just depends what we want to do, honestly. But I moved him to center. Oh, I still want to play Sandro. Never mind. So we'll leave it like that, and I'll see you guys. I'll either shed out the rotation, but his minutes will open up at the trading line once we make this consolidation trade. We're at the trading lines. We're 28 and 23 on this season. And low key, the guy I was looking at was Scoot Henderson, but I guess really doesn't make sense anymore because they didn't re-sign Shaden Sharp, but they did bring in Austin Reeves. Now that's why I have Damian Lillard. So maybe Scoot becomes available for a trade. I said, I feel like at this point, the Blazers might have given up on him, and I'd really like to ask Scoot Henderson to the team, knowing his stats. Maybe they didn't want to pay him. I mean, I'm pretty sure they want to pay him by his stats. So I don't know. I also never traded for Scoot Henderson, so I like that. Maybe let's just say the Blazers have a guard issue, and maybe Scoot's the odd man out. I did it in the past Blazers video. I think it ended up in a championship. Another guy I have interest in adding is Devin Booker, which is actually on the trade block. So if he's on the trade block, I mean they're 30 and 20, so I don't really see. Okay, so they want to try and acquire Giannis, but they have Booker on the trade block, so I guess if they think Jalen Green, I don't know. I really don't have an answer for that. Obviously, I'm looking to get a defined number one option that can score the ball. So let's see. So Donovan Mitchell was an option as well. Darius Garland's available, but they're contending. But if Garland is available for a trade, I'll think there's a lot of guys actually available right now, which is interesting. Triple J is available. Not that we need him, but Porzingis. Let's see, there's a bunch of guys. So maybe, like I said, LaMelo Ball would be cool. There's a bunch of guys I'd love to add to this team. But which one will make the most sense? Halliburton is on the trade block. Siakam and Nimhard. Okay, that's the definition of rebuilding. They want to trade all their players. So the Pacers have Halliburton on the trade block, which I never would see happening. So half of the league is literally available right now. So Halliburton's having an insane season, obviously. This is a number one option, 27 and 11. So since Halliburton's in the trade lot, maybe the Pacers, maybe nothing has still worked out for Indiana. This will be Halliburton's first year back, though. I mean, I don't see that happening. So I don't know. Or do you want to go for Devin Booker? I feel like Booker would be a little bit more realistic, and he could definitely, score the ball. So I really do like the idea of him. Or, like I said, Tyrese Maxey definitely scores well. Or do you want to go after Mitchell or Garland? Oh no, Mitchell's having a down year, so I think we steered away from that. What's LaMelo Ball doing? LaMelo Ball is averaging 23. So, yeah, low-key, I think Booker might be my favorite option. And I'm going to see if I can get him. He's making big money, but Like I said, I think I would love to get him. So we might have to throw. I'm gonna throw RJ Barrett's expiring contract out there. Maybe they want to get off of Booker's contract. This is the way they can get Giannis Antetokounmpo. They'll be a free agent next year. So this is the way. And they need about 20 more $1 million in the trade. So when I think about it, I think Quickly's money would have to be in there unless we could get it to something else, which I'll see. No, it'll have to be Quickly's money. All right. So we'd have to trade Barrett and Quickly, which I guess that'll leave minutes. Oh man, Quickly's having a good season, so I don't know. Do you really want to do this? This is going to be my offer for Devin Booker. I've settled on him. I've tried a bunch of other point guards. It wasn't working out, so I'm going to offer Barrett and Quickly. I honestly think this should be enough Barrett Quickly in a first. They agree. So yeah, I thought that'd be enough, and it was. So Booker is now the guy we went after, which still like Booker, but I would have liked somebody that maybe fit our timeline a little bit more. He's 30. Gets rest team is pushing 32, but well, whatever, it's fine. So I like the addition of Devin Booker. I can't hate we got Devin Booker for Quickly and Barrett. So Quickly was having a good season, and Barrett was having a good season. So Phoenix is just those two players they can, possibly become something for them. Move Barrett to small forward, so it'll make more sense for Phoenix to trade for him. So we'll have a log jam. And then, yeah, they also got a first round pick. That's good for them. But we now have Devin Booker. So I'm guessing Grady will go and slide down to the 2. So he'll go back. I'm going to push it back up to an 85. I feel that's dumb. How he went down when I moved him to his original position. So this is usually what I do too anyway. So I'm going to move Grady Dick to shooting guard. So he'll play. So Booker, Grady Dick, Brandon Ingram, Scotty Barnes, Jakob Poeltl. We'll see if we eventually go off from Jakob Poeltl. I honestly think we will. Jacoby Walter, how was Murray Boyle playing? No, 8 points, 5 rebounds, a block, 25% from 3. He's probably not going to be a good shooter for this video, which I expect. Sandro, and then Jonathan Mobo. Also, I'd like to see if we can potentially get a better backup. Mobo's going to ask for a lot of money, and my thing is we might as well trade him right now, right? So if we maybe get something for Mobo, and then maybe Jamison Battle in a second, though that get me anything crazy. So maybe any center. So Yannick Code and Niederhauser. I mean, guess he's a center, but like Caleb Houston, I mean, getting Kyle Filipowski from the Utah Jazz would be nice. Y'all know Kyle Filipowski's a pretty good player, but I don't see the Jazz doing that really. I'm finally into the offseason, so yeah. What's the offseason for a better center? It's fine, but I'll see you guys at the end of the season. At the end of the season, I was at the deadline for around almost 15 minutes. I didn't even notice. I was looking for trades, but we had to be the number 1 seed. So Booker actually helped us out. We won 49-33. So yeah, no team in the East is even won 50 games. So I think we'll make it out the East this year. Maybe make it to the finals. We'll see. We almost made it last year. This time we got Devin Booker, and he actually upped his points per game to 27 points here. So that's absolutely amazing that he was actually a good fit here. So I'll take it. Maybe he was the guy to trade for. 20 from Ingram, 18 from Scotty Barnes. So I guess we have our roster more constructed now. We traded for Devin Booker, actual superstar. That's good. 12 from Grady Dick, 10 from Jacoby Walter, 9 from Colin Murray Boyles, 8 from all right, 8 from Jakob Poeltl, 6 from Sandro, and then 4 from Chile. Still some more things I want to do in the offseason, but for now, I'm really liking how this team is looking. Go 8-man rotation. We got Boston around 1. Boston could be a really good team. Somehow they got Yang Hansen from the Blazers. I don't know why they released him or did they whatever they did. They got Shake Melton, Chris House. They're actually a pretty good roster. Imagine if we lose round 1. We're going to sweep them. Now we got Orlando, which they have Suggs, Bain, Franz, Paolo, Wendell Carter, and Anthony Blatt, Badadze, De Silva, and Bones Highland. So we'll see how this goes. Game 1, we're going to take. Game 2, we're going to lose our first game in the playoffs. We're up 2-1. We're up 3-1, and we're going to beat them at 5. Okay. I didn't realize the Raptors were such a good 2K sim team, but so far it's working. We got Indiana now, Halliburton, one of the guys I was looking at. They were rebuilding. Now I guess they're not because they ended up being the 2nd seed. They have Halliburton, Nimhart, Mathurin, Siakam, Wiseman, Walker, Toppin, Neesmith, and Keon Johnson with TJ McConnell. So let's see how this goes. Game 1, we're going to take. Game 2, we're going to take. Game 3, we're at 3-0, and we're going to sweep them. Wow, something I did not expect. We don't even have to deal with Dallas this time. It is going to be in Minnesota. With Minnesota, it can be really scary in 2K2, almost like the Mavericks at times. Dallas lost to the Timberwolves, so I think that's a sign that Minnesota is actually a really good team. But Dante, Anthony Edwards, McDaniels, Randall. Randall also is a really good 2K sim player, which I noticed as well. Reed, I mean, this is a really good roster, as we all know. It'll take everybody to beat these guys, but I think we can do it. They're going to take game one. They're going to take game two. We're going to take game three. Can we even this series back up? I don't think I've used Simcast all video, but, well, here we go. We need to even this series back up to the 2 if we want to have any chance of winning, and we are going to do it back in Toronto. Let's go. We're going to even the series back up in Canada. Now we're going on the road to Minnesota, trying to steal this game and go 3-2. Now it'll be absolutely huge. So far, it's a pretty close game. They have the lead, and they're going to run away with it. We're down by 2 with 49 seconds left. I'm going to slow it down and see if they can maybe do anything. Or actually, I'm going to jump in. I mean, why not, right? If we, just watch the last 39 seconds. I mean, anything could happen here. We actually have the ball, too. So, honestly, we'll see what we can do. So, I'm not going to play this one this time. I just want to watch. I've been watching a long time, but disaster happens when I let the CPU play. But we'll see what happens. Brandon Ingram has it. So series tied 2-2. Ingram's gonna drive. So this is why I never hop in. Disaster happened. What was that shot attempt? And I don't know what's gonna happen here. We're probably gonna get the stop, and we got the stop. But okay, so I guess I was right. We needed three now. It would have been nice if we would have got the stop and maybe made a. Okay, we take a 2, which I guess is fine. Maybe Anthony Edwards misses a free throw, which probably isn't going to happen. And it's obviously a great free throw shooter. Pretty sure he shoots good from the free throw line too. Because he'll probably be getting the ball 100%. Yeah, he's shooting on the 80s. So Ant's going to get this ball. We all know that at this point. So they're going to give it to Anthony Edwards. They're going to foul him. That's Grady Dick's 5th foul. So I forgot who his replacement would be, low key. But Ant's first free throw's good. We need to hit a 3 if we want to have any chance. These 2s are going to help, man. Yeah, he's obviously not going to miss that one. So now we're down by 3, and that 2 is basically meaningless now. So I'm going to give it to Booker, which is smart. Grady Dick has it. He's going to almost hoist up a dumb shot. Booker is going to try. He's going to shoot it over DiVincenzo. Oh, my goodness. Oh, he made it in and out, though. Damn. We're going to lose, and we're going to go down 3-2 just like that. So maybe I should have hopped in. So I really think if I had hopped in, I would have got it done, but it's all right for now. So Ingram had 30 points, but now we need to go ahead and see what we can do. Got VC from absolutely doing nothing, so that's great. All right. I'm 32. We're in Canada. We need to lock in and get this done. If we can blow them out, that'll be nice too. But the Minnesota Timberwolves are gonna go ahead and win the championship. So we lose in 6 to the Timberwolves, but that would have been our chance if it wasn't Dallas, honestly. But I'm happy we made the finals with this Raptors team anyway, because it's sometimes difficult to make it with any team. But the Utah Jazz will get 1 from the Lakers. This is interesting. I guess Luka didn't resign. 6 as well, so that's interesting. What did our pick end up going? So our pick ended up being pick 26. So yeah, I feel that was definitely worth it. Darko has done a good job so far. He's got us 2 really good playoff runs. So if they can extend them, he would. But we have a second round pick, so I guess we can draft with that. And so in the second round, we got this Anton guy, which we'll take, I guess. I mean, I would love to 2-him instead. Ingram has a player option, which he'll decline. I'm looking to re-sign him. He's actually been pretty solid for us. I hope he doesn't ask for a lot, though. Murray, Boyles, Marino. I'm going to accept Carr. I'm going to decline this Johan Grundy guy. We got him from the Suns. He was a Dolan player, 6'11", small forward, but I'm going to decline him. Jamison Battle. I'm probably not going to be re-signing any of those guys that are really dick. But let's see what we need. So Brandon Ingram asked for $34 million, which is expected. We're still gonna pay him though. So if we can get him for like $34 million for 3 years, I like that a lot. So we get Ingram back in a 3-year deal. Really Dick is restricted, so we can wait on him. Jameson Battle, Shed. I don't really not too worried about Sandro will probably be replaceable, but right for now, I'm just gonna go on Sim to day 12. Really did get to offer, he gets to offer, but I don't think I'll be bringing back Mogbo Shed. They can come back in their qualifying offer. I guess it'll be good. That battle we can renounce, but like I said, wait on day 12. And Grady Dick is asking for about $26 million. I'd love to get him on a 4-year deal. So $28 million. So we can get him to $28.5 million for 4 years. He will say yes to $28 million for 4 years. Okay, so Grady Dick bag us a good knockdown shooter. We can use him as starting shooting guard spot. Then I do want to see if I could get a better backup, but it looks like it's not going to be possible. Zach Collins, what about you? So we can get Zach Collins. So we can get him. I know that for sure. I'm going to keep looking, though. Sometimes there's always somebody that we missed out on, but so far it's not looking like I have. So I think I'm just going to go and sign Zach Collins. Will Mo Wagner be a better option? Yeah, I feel like he's more of like power forward center hybrid. I don't actually view him as like a backup center. DeAndre Sharp could be better, 11-9, but he started for the Nets. So, want to get Zach Collins, or do we want to go ahead and get DeAndre Sharp? I mean, since overall, where's DeAndre Sharp? Well, since Zach Collins is one overall higher, he will be a little cheaper. We can offer him a 2-year deal as well. I think I'm going to get Zach Collins in this roster, and then Shed will be back as qualifying offer. I think so. Mogbo too, I guess, but. Booker's up, Barnes is up, Ingram is up. We got Grady Dick going up, Walter going down. Pirtle is regressing, so that gives me the idea. Maybe we move off of him. Mobile actually developed to a 70-82, so I didn't realize he developed that much. Maybe we might not even need to sign Zach Collins, but like I said, with Joachim Pirtle regressing, that does give me fear that maybe we might not be able to roll with him for the future. I do like him in real life, but 2K, he's just not really a great player. He regresses a lot and doesn't really work out with him. So, yeah, maybe trading Joachim Pirtle maybe next off season or at the trade deadline if the offer presents itself. I think we do it. So, Booker, Grady Dick, Ingram, Barnes, Pirtle, Walter, Mogbo. Let's say 8 overall developing is really nice for him. Colin Murray Bowles will go 9-man rotation to get Jamal Shed in the rotation. That leaves the guys that are probably so Isaiah Evans will be in there next year most likely. And then like I said, shots I'm going to leave it how it was last year. This is kind of how it was last year. I think I'm gonna have to fix the touch tendencies though. So Ingram's last time I wanted to match his shot tendency a little bit. So we do something like that, and then yeah, the rest of it is fine now. So anyway, let's look at our system presidency. So it's actually better, a lot better as a balanced system. So I'm going to see you guys at the deadline, more likely at the end of the season. Wimby is your MVP, but at the end of this season, we finished off as the number 1 seed once again. So I'm hoping, 51-31, tied with the Pacers, but we were the 1 seed. Points per game wise, we were top 8. We were the 8th one. How was our defense? This is huge. Our defense, points allowed per game, we were there as well. So we were at the bottom, which is nice. We were 22nd, so we had a pretty solid defense as well. Top 10 on both sides of the ball. We'll take it. Jamal Shed is actually pretty terrible. I look at these stats, um, so yeah, we definitely need to get a better starting center and a better backup point guard in the offseason. We got 27 from Devin Booker, 20 from Scotty Barnes. You don't have to worry about Booker, Barnes, or Ingram, or Dick, or Walter. He had actually a really good season too. 12 points per game, 36% from 3. This will be his contract year too, so yeah, he'll be asking for a bag. He's shown to be a really good 3-and-D player. So we had 9 from Murray Boyle, 7 from Pirtle with 8 rebounds. We had 6 from Jonathan Mobo, and then 4 from Jamal Shed. But we got Miami in round 1. They have Traore, Grimes, Wiggins, Bam. Bam would actually be a really interesting idea. Keep in mind for Bam Adebayo in the offseason. But we are going to go out and sweep them. So now we got Charlotte. LaMelo Ball. So Charlotte has tend to give me problems in 2K sometimes. But I'm hoping we could beat them. Game 1, they're going to take. Game 2, we ended up. Game 3. Yeah, Charlotte is one of the teams that get, like, whenever I run into them in the East, they just beat me. And I really don't know why. But we're not gone yet. We haven't really lost in round 2 the entire video. So hopefully this is not the year we do it. It's always Charlotte, man. Charlotte is the Mavericks of the Eastern Conference, man. But they're going to beat us, and just like that, we're on the drawing board once again. So I don't know how to get over the hump, man. I feel like we've done everything we need to. Booker was good in the playoffs. Udas was bad in the playoffs. Adam Pirtle averaged 6 and 8. I mean, like I said, he's been okay. He got his time here, but he's going to regress, and I feel like we need to trade him at this point. So how about Jonathan Mogbo? Because 8-5. So yeah, I definitely think the Warriors, the Hornets made the dude. The Warriors were there. I mean, the Warriors aren't really the. We could have won. They had RJ Barrett. We could have won, man. We definitely could have got there and won. But Steph Curry retired in the championship, or did they lose? No, they lost. They let Klay Thompson return to the Warriors. Okay, Jimmy Butler's out of the league, I guess. Bradley Beal to the Dallas Mavericks. Bro, what's going on, man? Cares the Royals and the Lakers. But all right, let's go to the draft lottery. Now they're gonna probably have a pick or a high pick or anything. Who is our? So do we go after a new head coach? We get rid of Darko. We have the 25th pick in the draft. We have to figure out our head coaching spot first. So I know I'm gonna offer other head coaches because if we can get a better head coach than Darko, like would JJ Redick be a better head coach than him? We could move on and get somebody better. He has really good ratings and badges, man. He's actually a really good coach. So in this scenario, I guess we can move on. Maybe because he's been here, but he hasn't really got us over the hump. I would have loved to get Darko a championship, but so far it hasn't worked. If we have the opportunity to get JJ Redick or even Ime Udoka, like we have to do it, right? So we can get Ime Udoka or JJ Redick. I'm gonna actually go after JJ Redick here. His badges and ratings look a little bit better, so I'm gonna do JJ Redick. Sorry, Darko, but for now, I'm gonna go after JJ Redick. And then draft night, I'm gonna see if we use a 25th overall pick to get a better starting center. I did say keep in mind for Bam Adebayo, and I think that might be the option we go after. 90 overall. He is 30, but they're already building, and I feel like he'd be really available to go after. I'll keep looking though, but I think Bam is be a game changer for Jared Allen. From the Cleveland Cavaliers, they are buying, and he'd be interesting to go after. I keep looking though, but Jared Allen, Bam Adebayo, and then that might be the only option. Maybe Jalen Duren becomes available. But yeah, I do like those options a lot. Let's look at their stats. So Jalen Duren is averaging about 18 and 13 with a block. Obviously, Jalen Duren is a really good center, but I just don't know if the Piss or whatever just trade him like that. What about Jared Allen? He's averaging 17, 10, and a block. Okay. And then Bam Adebayo, I saw he was averaging about 18.5, 10, and a block. So, I mean, it just depends. Obviously, Bam is the best shooter out of all of them, I would say. So, I mean, he is the shortest out of all. That's the only thing about it. Jared Allen is 6'9", too. So, I mean, I guess height doesn't really, describe what really a center is. So, I don't think Bam is a really good rebounder and rim protector for him to be 6'9". So, I'm going to see if I get Bam Adebayo. So, now, while they have interest in Jakob Poeltl, maybe they'll buy him out. We're going to say they're going to buy him out with that money, or there's anybody else who can trade, which isn't the case. So, we're going to have to trade them Jakob Poeltl. I don't know whether they're interested in him. So, Jakob Poeltl, I'm going to have to probably get, and I mean, if we can go into the draft. All right, we'll draft whoever the Heat wants. You guys want this, like, Davion Thompson guy? We'll draft him. I'll give you guys the second round pick of Julian Morrison, so we'll do that. I was going to opt into Zach Collins so we can trade him. That's what I was going to do. But now I guess we can just do it manually now. All right. Bam Adebayo from the ad. He's only making $44 million too. So Malcolm Poeltl, Zach Collins, and then would that be enough? We have to throw more. We have to throw $5 million in there. Okay. Davion Thompson and then Morrison. That's enough. So we could do that, and then we'll trade my 2029 to protected, and then maybe a second. I don't doubt that's enough. That's not enough. Oh, it was enough. Okay. Bam Adebayo, welcome to the Toronto Raptors. You'll be our starting center, and you'll be the final piece to this equation. So I like that move. I feel like he's the perfect center. Doesn't have to score. It's to play defense, rebound, and protect. Space the floor pretty well. We have a damn good starting five, man. So I think the only guy here that will really have interest in re-signing is Jacoby Walter. To be honest, I really do not want to bring back Jamal Shed. We have guys for bags, bro. All right, we're gonna have to figure out a way to afford all these guys. I don't think it'll bound to be possible. So one of these guys, yeah, we're probably going to be above their second apron either way. So we'll pay him, but it'll be really hard to pay all three of them. I don't think we'll be able to. Mogbo is getting off from the Washington Wizards that he's about to accept at 85%, so not quite. Okay, he's about to accept the offer from the – never mind. They took the offer away. That's good. Is it – nope. Okay. So we want to get Mogbo back. I think we do. They might come back in the qualifying offer, but I don't really want to risk it. So Jacoby Walter is somebody you might have to pay at this point. So $22 million for 3 years. Man, he's not gonna really agree to anything like that. So we'll bird it. So how about that? Instead of flatting it, bird it, so the money will go up. So he was pretty good for us. Jamal Shed, we're not paying. Mogbo won't come at his qualifying offer because he has other offers. It's just so annoying, but if we can get him back to me like 50 million for 2 years, I like that a lot. Then Shed just won't come back, and then yeah, this we got to sign a minimum backup point guard, most likely, maybe just some extra depth. So there's not really anybody that's really intriguing. It's like King Fleming, Mark Sears. I mean, sure, we get him for the minimum. No. All right, I might have just called it a quit. What about Sergio? Yeah, I might have just called it. We can't get anybody for the minimum, dude. Yeah, I'm just gonna call it a quit, man. So we won't have a backup point guard this year. So, yeah, we'll do that. We would afford them. Yes, we can. We got Grady Dick going up, Walter going up, Mogbo, Calmary Bulls, and Isaiah Evans. Not really reaching that Hall of Fame ceiling. He's only going up to a 77. Malachi Marino is up, and then yeah. Mike and I is going. Cohen Carr is up as well. But I'll see you guys in the rotation. There's going to be a good team. I know it is. Just depends if we can get over the hump. We lost to Charlotte last year, but we got a better big now to compete. And now, if that was our final move, that was our final big move. We might make a small move down the line. Maybe for a better backup point guard at the trade deadline. Power ranking lands at 17, which is just crazy for 2K to even do or say. But what our best thing be? Would be balance system or to be pace and space? Pace and space, or I guess it'd be whatever. I guess I could run pace and space if, I mean, it doesn't really matter. They both be the same thing. So Booker, Dick, Ingram, Barnes, Adebayo, Walter, Mogbo, Murray Boyle, Jamal Shed, and we're in that rotation. Um, I guess Jamal Shed will be playing minutes for us, and then yeah, I do want to get a backup point guard upgrade at the trade line. That's something I want to do, and then that'll be my final move. This season, we are the number 4 seed this year. I don't know what called for our fall off. Honestly, I have no clue. I don't know what I did. I've literally got Bam on a bio, and that's literally it. But oh well, I'll take the 4 seed, dude. We got 24 from Booker, 18 from Ingram, 16 and a half, or 18 from Barnes, 16 and a half from Ingram, 13 and a half from Pirtle. Well, I'm saying, I don't know what I'm saying right now, dude. Pirtle not even on the roster. We got Atlanta in round one. I did go ahead and trade for Trey Mann at the trade deadline, though. I don't know why my clip just it just corrupted. I traded away Jamal Shed, Isaiah Evans, a first and 2 seconds for Trey Mann. I think that'll be a good trade. Trey Mann, obviously, he's a great shooter, great player in 2K. So I did that trade in a heartbeat, so we did it. You want to make it 10 million too. Against Atlanta in round one. I don't think we won a championship in this video. I don't know if it's gonna happen because apparently after getting Bam and Trey Man, the team just got significantly worse. There's no freaking sense. I'll run it back one more year though. God damn. So for the final season, we ended up finishing off number 1 seed. So maybe we can get a championship, 55 and 27. I mean, who knows at this point, right? It'll be the final season. We'll put this bench utilization down. Maybe that was the reason why we lost last year. High bench utilization, and we're probably gonna go a rotation. Here we go. Got Miami in round one. Sasser, McKing, Lopez, Dakota Johnson, and Chloe Wade with Keith and Wallace. We are gonna beat them in 7, and we got Charlotte. Once again, they no longer have LaMelo Ball. Still got Brandon Miller though and Kimra Boozer. So we'll see how it goes against them. We are going to go 0. So I don't even want to do this no more. We're losing. We're losing. Dude, the Hornets are so. No, I'm gonna end it off here. I've been on a streak of not winning a single championship. Let's see how long it's been. This is honestly getting annoying. I don't want to do. I'm about to quit. I don't want to do rebuilds no more. I've been on a, let's see, 1, 2, 3 streak. I might have even been 4 of not winning a championship. So I don't even know. I forgot, but it's just so annoying, bro. See you guys next time.